Just the thing is somehow to put the strings into it, and really there are like tremendous amount of strings here, because I believe you can do doubles, you can do singles, and even not in this context, but like somewhere you can do like this. It's not a quoted string, it's an expression, so you can write SQL into it, but so you can probably like default timestamp or something. It means just SQL expression. So we have really different types of strings here, and also, if I remember, you can have like not all case, maybe just yeah, it's too much. Yeah, and you can have multi-line strings here as nodes, and maybe you can even have it here. Let's see. Yeah, and you can do like this. Cool. Let's return it. So we have to take care of it somehow. And when tokenizing, really what I would do is I probably wouldn't recognize any words, or would I? I'm really not sure how to do it. Should I like add explicit token types for example, table, for ref, for project, for num, for other things? Maybe I should. Maybe I should, but I'm not sure. Yeah, because tokenizer should probably just, if something is wrong, it should fail at the tokenizing part. I mean, if the order of tokens is incorrect, but the tokens are correct, it should throw something. Otherwise, because I mean, if you write not table, but I don't know, like table is a valid token, but if you write it like 2 times, so tokenizer would just parse it 2 times and say it's okay, but it would fail on the parse phase when we really try to parse it, and we don't know what this sequence of tokens means really. So, but if you write tab, or I don't know, something like this, it should fail on a parsing or on a tokenizing phase because it's not a valid token. But is it really? Because we might have something like this, and it is valid. This is totally legit. Hmm. Yeah, you know what? We might still recognize it and add something, but can we do? Yeah. So we probably shouldn't recognize because we don't have a restriction. This is not a reserved keyword here. We can name a table, or name table. Can we name it ref? Yeah, we can name it ref. So yeah, we shouldn't recognize any keywords here for sure. Can we have it like table null? Yeah, we can have it table null. All right, why not? Okay, then we shouldn't recognize any keywords, I believe. We should only have tokens for things like characters, things like just words, different token type for quoted string, and I believe it doesn't matter really what quotes are used here and whether it's multi-line or not. So we might have just any type of string, any type of quoted string really as a token type. semicolon, those things for sure. Mhm. Yeah. So we might try to, yeah, now what we might either remove comments, try to remove them, or go to strings. Let's probably try to remove comments because this is really tricky. So if we see a forward slash, then we should distinguish between one line and multi-line somehow, and still do it in a single loop. I mean, why not? Let's try it at least. Maybe it's possible somehow. I guess we would have in comment thing. If we see a slash, then and we have something like bool is multi-line comment is multi-comment. You know what? I really don't like how it might grow up. So maybe instead I should really start writing some tokenizer class. So let's leave it as it is as a reference, and instead let's write a class tokenizer. So private, what it would have should have sv, right? Let's call it msv or just ms. Let it be sv because it's a string view. I think we can change it. It doesn't really matter. Okay, let it be like this. Yeah, so because then we could just like do string here and everywhere else, and change it in the initializer and in the constructor, and then everywhere else it doesn't really much change anything. Probably size the position or something. Like naming is the hardest task in programming. Maybe for now, like okay, let it be impose because I thought maybe I would call just I, but I add this m prefix to indicate it's a member. Mi is well, ms, mi, yeah, some same style. Maybe we should then rename it somehow. String or m text. Yeah, let it be m text and m pose. Then why not? I thought maybe like something m cursor. No, let it be m pose at the moment. Why not? And we would need to have some kind of token type. Maybe not for a moment. And okay, explicit tokenizer. String text, and we would just initialize it, and this is 0, start with 0, and we just have it empty because we don't need anything else. And now we would have, let's have like peak. So peak, and we might have something like offset. Yeah, so really now this is really influenced by Pixel, how he named things and arranged things. But like for me, it seems really good. So I don't need to reinvent the bicycle, and just try to do something else just to do it differently. So it would be equal to 0, and we'll return for now. Just let's do. I know we should check bounds. Really, and if it's outside, let's really then return optional. So if and not offset, but post plus offset. Even post plus offset is still less than text length. Then we return it, otherwise we return this empty, right? Also, we might have short consume. Yeah, consume 1. And we would just. But you would for now assume it when you call it, it's already checked. Turn and text plus. So we would assume it's already checked by the peak that there is something to read at all. Yeah. And we would have vector parse. I'll call tokens because it's Tokenizer, and then turn them. Sorry, up. Okay. And there we would do our loop. And I would probably like to do something like Boolean, maybe peak is, or let's do it on the peak then. Peak is, and then constructor C. Auto, let's call it P, speak set, turn P and P value equals C. So it would basically just combine those two. I don't have to call like do if auto p or t equals peak set p equals something like this. Maybe. And maybe I would like something like consume while or consume until. Let's try. Maybe return a string view. Consume while. And we would have a condition here, and it should be a function. I don't really remember how to write lambdas. I know I can do type def, but there is something like function. Let's just Google it. What is it? No, stop jumping. Yeah, it's defined in functional. Okay. How can I use it? Why is my mouse so laggy? Function. Yeah. Okay. So this is the return type. This is the. Is there anything like already defined? Maybe. Let's check. C++ predicate function type. No, but it defines a predicate, but how to specify? Ooh, what is it? Okay, how to use it? What is it then? Concepts. Jeez. Predicate function type. So, signature. Okay, let's go into medium. No, I don't like this for sure. No, it's not what I'm thinking. Okay, let's just do a function then. Why not? So we need to include functional. And then do what is it? Yeah. A function, how it's used. It isn't shown. I mean, I don't know what like specifiers I have to use. This, and so on. Function. So we would have boolean, and it accepts a char. Char, let's let it be. Yeah, predicate. Let's say this, and while I believe, because if we do like this, will it be tested? I don't know. I would do just like this. And maybe we should do also optional. And we would return really ready to return it? I don't know. Or we can just use oops. And if turn text string push left, otherwise we just return nothing. Yep. And we could do something like this, but inversed, like consume until. And I'll show you why we can just like inverse the function, because the condition would be a bit different, I believe. So it's also the same predicate type, but inside also have length, and we would do while equals peak. Maybe not. Maybe it would be the same. Because I thought the condition would be different for this. So here we check if the character exists. Here we might check if it not. No, it doesn't make sense. So maybe it would be the same. Really. But I would still like to reuse it maybe, because I don't know how to really negate a function. C++, negate a Boolean function. Opposite value of, no. Well, this is not what I expected. No. What is it? No, it's probably not what I want. Negation, what is that? Okay, probably not what I need. I don't need the result, but the function like create reverse Boolean function flip. Blah. No, this is not what I want. Dynamically. I don't know. Who knows it? Maybe you know it. How to invert function in C++. I can pass it. Means create the function from existing which flips the result. Yeah, generic inverter. Oh my god, what is it? It seems really complicated thing. Okay, if I need to do it only here, then maybe I would just do return consume while, and then should I use? Oh yeah, I can just capture the predicate, get the character, and return like this. Okay. Well, we have anything? What we should check if we got a comment. You know what? I guess I would need really for comments. Maybe not. I maybe would consume while consume until 2. It would work a bit differently. Let's see. Let's first try to parse single comment, single line comment. So if peak, let's see, it's auto, sure. This looks ugly, but whatever. If it is this one, then we would consume until new line, right? Consume until, and we might really, you know what, we might want to add some overload. So we, instead of passing predicate, we can just pass a character as well. And let return while, and we would have, let's call it predicate as well, why not? I forgot also this one. Yep. Okay. Consume until the new line. Let's even save it. So auto comment equals consume until the, or let's even peak is this one, and we add offset of 1, because otherwise it might be yeah. So it's, if it's double, or you know what, I maybe even rename it. Next is, because the peak is, I don't know what next is, because it returns Boolean, right? Yeah. Maybe I would do also next to is. Like I'm writing 100 methods and then don't use any of those. So I see if yeah, probably no one return next is C1 and next is C2, and I got the offset, and here set +1. Right. Yeah, this is okay. So let's do it while we have anything. If next is this, then we consume until the new line. And we need to consume this new line as well. I guess in the consume itself, maybe. Oh, I have to use the value here. Yeah. Maybe I would just increment the position. It would be like something like advance, really, not the consume, but not like consume advance, something like this. So you just advance the pointer, advance the position, and not return anything, and doesn't do any checks, because probably we would still use peak for that. So we would really do void and plus m plus, yeah, and we do consume. And here we have a comment. And the cool thing is it would contain those two slashes, I believe. And I would say probably else just for now, just consume it and doesn't do anything with it. Comment, and we would even just print it. Should we do? Maybe we should even not do optional, but just return empty string view. Why not? But I can't empty string view. Let's check. Because I mean, we're still doing like this. Maybe, and we would then have to change it here as well. Maybe. Who knows? This would be the comment, and I would also add some like denotions that the start and end of it. Yeah. Okay. Let's then try to use it. So tokenizer content tokenize. I believe it won't work whatsoever. Yeah. Ah, it's not tokenized, it's parse. Oh god, I have to rename it. Yeah, it should be really tokenized. Yeah, but let's see no other problems. It's private, right? So it should be public. All of it should be public for now. What's wrong with it? Is it not closed? And this is closed. This one. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it is the correct one. Should I put this one? Okay, cannot convert chart to. Oh yeah, right. I did it for a while, but didn't do it for until. Oh, that's not. That's called chart C or P. Yeah, I call it P, like predicate. Not so, or yeah, we call it even predicate. Predicate and return consume until. I'm thinking like, should we really, because it would create lambda and some lambda and so on. Maybe we should just do consume while and then predicate for now terms doesn't equal p. Okay. What's wrong? Can I use it inside? I thought I can use it. Okay, let's see. C++ auto inside if students say assignment. Aha, okay. So something like this. Okay, let's try it then. By the way, oh yeah, you can do it. You can add this. Why is this complicating? You know what? Let's check the function. Let's call test quickly. Let's check the version. Change it to this. Okay, this is correct. Oh. Can't I use it in a? I can't use it in a while. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. You can use it in the if, but not in the while. All right. I thought you can. How let me do it? While peak and predicate peak value, right? Ah, yeah, I forgot the parentheses. You know what? Probably I'll just do it. Do a split. Can I do it? Ah, it's okay. Can gosh, split, right? And also DBSL and cdev parser. So here I can just write my code, and here I would do the builds and stuff. And I need the aliases here. I'll just call it run for now. It would be snail build and build DBML parser. Right? Yeah. Okay, where is it? This is here. Peak. Yes, P was not declared. Consume while. I probably forgot to find it. Predicate. Yeah, it is predicate. Okay. Yeah, it built even, but it didn't. Because I didn't have comments, right? What if I comment and another comment and yet another comment, another inline comment? Yeah. Did it go in an infinite loop? Yeah, probably. Why? But I can do it like this. Why can't I use it? I don't know how this works. This is strange. Whatever. Consume until. I'm curious, where did it stuck? Consume until predicate. Let's just do until just to see where it gets in the infinite loop. It gets inside the infinite loop. All right. We localized it. So it gets stuck in the consume while for sure, right? Consume while and the length. So while peak and the predicate holds for it, we increment. Peak and yeah, this. I got it. Okay, seems like I don't know what I'll remove this character because it confuses a lot. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got 3 comments, but in the wrong positions. Let's see. Pause. Interesting. Consume increment and pause. Yeah, otherwise I just consume. Jesus. Yeah. Genius. I'm genius. I incremented the pause and forgot about it. Yay! Cool. This thing works as a charm now. Alright, this is cool. This is really cool. This is really cool. Now, what we might to do is to actually start. You know what? I want to go full gas and also remove the multi-line comments. Really. And it'll be hard because it required to do something like consume until 2. You know? And it would be totally different, I believe. Let's try consume into color like this. Now we also have the length, and while peak length or while not next to is right. This is easy then. While not next to is C1, C2, and we just increment the length. Like this, and it should work, I believe. Here it is, okay. Else if 2 is this and this, then we consume until 2 this and this, right? Or even let's do T-line comment. But we also want to consume twice. You know, we might add also like how many we want to consume. We do by default would be 1. And we do, yeah, so we can just consume 2. This is over. Let's try. No. What's wrong? Ah, yeah, oh, somewhere I put, yeah, it should be just minus. Yay, now let's write a multi-line comment. And even add like this inside. And do, yeah. No, it's stuck. Maybe I also don't. Yeah. Next to it should have offset, right? Yeah, it has offset. The same issue. Yeah. Yay! Cool. And you know what? The last thing I would probably do right now is add possibility to actually in those until, because in a while it doesn't make sense probably. But in until, I would like to really have maybe sometimes those 2 extra characters ended. Maybe. So for now I will just add it here. Include here, or like include defaults. If the length plus equal 2 times include. And then in this multi-line comment, I could do true. And I got this here. Cool. Cool. I'm really thinking about the priorities, in which priority everything should be parsed, because for now the priority is correct. So I can have a single line comment, like in line comment inside a multi-line comment. But I believe, oh my god, it might get complicated. What if I try to have it otherwise? What if I have like something here and then, no, it's ignored. And then it's okay. Then current order is totally normal. But then I'm thinking, what if I have a string, yeah, can I have it like this here? Okay, let's have table or not table. What do you have? I just want a string. Okay, let it be this string. Can I can have this inside and I can have even this inside. Right. So the string should be of the highest priority, right? Then would be the multi-line comment and then the inline comment. And then everything else. Because everything else doesn't start with something special, at least on the tokenizing phase. I mean, those simple single characters, yes, but not something like this. Something we should then like consume for a while. Yeah, so let it be for now. And then we would implement the string parsing as well. And I'll check in the syntax what strings it could be. Because we have multi-line strings. Maybe something somewhere here is specified about just strings. No? No, but as far as I believe, oh, the escapes. Oh my god, this would be hard. But you know what? Maybe not. Because if there is escape, this next to is condition wouldn't work because there would be the backslash somewhere there. We'll see. We'll see. Let's leave it for now and just parse then strings. Yeah, we need to take care of single and double quotes. And we need to parse them separately for sure. And parse multi-lines. And then do something with the backslashes. It might be painful because we would need to look backward or somehow check ahead. I don't know, we'll see, really. We'll see how to do it.